Hello everyone. Today we will explore the CWTS component of the National Service Training Program. So last time we discussed the evolution of NSTP, and we also discussed the laws related to it. So now we will be focusing to lesson 2, which is good citizenship. So, a big part of CWTS is understanding what it means to be a good citizen. So, good citizenship means being actively or contributing to your community and protecting the rights of others. So here in the Philippines, this is reflected in the Bill of Rights, which ensures our freedom and rights as citizens and respected and protected. It also means following our duties and responsibilities as citizens, such as obeying laws, voting, and contributing to the welfare of society. So, at this juncture, this lesson 2, will be focusing on the Bill of Rights. Okay? So, this is a fundamental part of our legal system that protects the rights and freedoms of every Filipino. Me and you, everyone, every Filipino. So it ensures that the government respects our personal freedom and provides protections against potential abuses. So for example, isa-isahin natin ang nasa Bill of Rights, no? So below is the Bill of Rights provided for Article 3, 1987, Philippine Constitution. So in Section 1, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. So, unsay pasabot aning Section 1. So, kani nga section, it guarantees our rights to life, to liberty, and property, which cannot be taken away without due process. So, for Section 2, the right, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable, and no search warrant or warrant of arrest shall be issued except upon probable cause to be determined personally by the judge after examination, under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witness he may produce, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. So basically, Section 2 protects us from unreasonable searches and seizures, ensuring our privacy. Next, Section 3. So the privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court or when public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Any evidence obtained in violation of this or the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose in any proceeding. So this means that Section 3 guarantees the privacy of our communication and our correspondence. So Section 4, no law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, or of the press, or the right of the people. So, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. So, Section 4 ensures our freedom of speech and the right to peaceful assembly, which allows us to openly express our views. And these rights safeguard our personal freedom and ensure fair treatment in our society. Okay, so next, Section 5. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. This means that Section 5 ensures freedom of religion. Next, we have Section 6. So, the liberty of abode and of changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. Neither shall the right to travel be impaired except in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health as may be provided by law. So basically, Section 6 protects our right to travel and live freely within the country. Section 7. So, the right of the people to information and on matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records, documents, and papers pertaining to art official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well as to government research data used as the basis for policy development, shall be afforded the citizen, subject to such limitations as may be provided by law. So, ang Section 7 guarantees our right to information on public matters. Section 8, the right of the people, including those employed in the public and private sectors, to form unions, associations, or societies for purposes not contrary to law, shall not be abridged. So, Section 8 guarantees our right to form groups, associations, which is key for both personal and community development. Next, Section 9. Private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. So, it ensures that property cannot be taken for public use without compensation. So next we have Section 10. No law impairing the obligations of contract be passed. So this means that Section 10 prohibits laws that impair existing contracts. Next, Section 11, free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. So may pasabot ani. So in Section 11, guarantees access to legal assistance and the courts for all, regardless of financial status. Section 12, any person under investigation for the commission of an offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the services of counsel, he must be provided with one. These rights cannot be waived except in writing and the presence of counsel. So, Section 12 protects individuals under investigation, ensuring they know their rights to remain silent and have legal counsel. And it also prohibits torture or violence during detention. So, ayan. Section 13, All persons except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua, when evidence of guilt is strong, shall before conviction be bailable by sufficient sureties or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. The right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Excessive bail shall not be required. So Section 13 grants the right to bail, ensuring those accused of crimes can be released on bail unless charged with a severe offense. Next, Section 14. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved, and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself and counsel, to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation against him, to have a speedy, impartial, and public trial, to meet the witnesses face to face, and have compulsory process to secure the attendance of witnesses and the production of evidence in his behalf. However, after the arraignment, the trial may proceed notwithstanding the absence of the accused, provided that he has been duly notified and his failure to appear is unjustifiable. So, it is really mandated na mag-appear sa court. So, Section 14 ensures due process in criminal cases such as the right to a fair and public trial and presumption of innocence. Next, Section 15. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended except in cases of invasion or rebellion when public safety requires it. So, Section 15 protects the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus, which prevents unlawful detention except during cases of rebellion. Section 16. All persons shall have the right to a speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. So, Section 16 provides the right to a speedy trial and resolution of cases. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. So, bawal di ay mahimong witness against himself. So, Section 17, it states that no one can be forced to testify against themselves. No? So, kung nakita niyo ang hearing ni Sara Duterte, you can see this as an example. Section 18, no person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspirations. No involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except as a punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. So, Section 18 prohibits detention solely based on political beliefs and aspirations, and bans involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime. Section 19. Excessive fines shall not be imposed nor cruel, degrading, or inhuman punishment inflicted. Neither shall the death penalty be imposed unless for compelling reasons involving heinous crimes. Congress hereafter provides for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to reclusion perpetual. The employment of physical, psychological, or degrading punishment against any prisoner or detainee, or the use of substandard or inadequate penal facilities under subhuman conditions shall be dealt with by law. So, ang pasabot aning Section 19, it prohibits excessive fines and inhumane punishment, and it also restricts the death penalty except in cases involving heinous crime. So, Section 20, so no person should be imprisoned for debt or non-payment for a poll tax. So, wala di ay makulong because of utang. Section 21, no person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense. If an act is punished by a law and an ordinance, conviction or acquittal under either shall constitute a bar to another prosecution for the same act. In Section 22, no ex post facto law bill or attainder shall be enacted. So those from Section 1 to Section 2, it is very important to know these laws for our own good. Alongside our rights, we have duties as Filipino citizens. Mo to itong mga rights. So, aside from it, naapo di ay tay duty. So, number one, to be loyal to the Republic State. So, supporting and defending nation. So, the laws enacted here in our country, responsibility to protect and defend our nation. So next, to contribute to the development of welfare of. So in what way can we contribute? So by using our skills, we can contribute to help the community and its development. So kung ang skill mo is teaching, then you can contribute by teaching the community. Or service, voluntary service. Next, to uphold the Constitution and obey the law. So, following laws and cooperating with authorities. That is our duty. And to exercise rights, responsibility, and with due regard for the rights of others. So, this means that we should consider also the rights of others as we enjoy our freedoms, no? Dili pasabot na naatay right, dili na nato i-consider ang ubang tao. And to engage in gainful work, to register and vote. So our responsibilities help maintain peace and order and help develop and improve our society. So, ayan, that would be all for our second lesson. I hope that you've learned something.